Oh, hey, this is Sonia. I stopped into my old channel, you know. I haven't been here in a really long time because, well, my son is, 13 years old and he's not breastfeeding anymore, not since a long time. So I stopped in and I'm actually quite shocked. I just was looking at some of the channel comments and I'm really amazed at how much negativity there is. It's kind of mind-blowing. When I started this, I live in Montreal and it's quite normal to breastfeed up here, even in public, even in the restaurant. And when I first uploaded videos, like I didn't even realize that it was such a big deal. Where I come from, you know, it's not. And I realized that there are a lot of people out there who think that breastfeeding a child beyond a few months is somehow sick and twisted and unnatural and like a whole bunch of negative things. So I decided that I was just going to keep posting videos to show you that I was continuing to breastfeed my son, because people seem to be concerned that if you didn't put the kibosh on it early enough, he was going to be on the boob forever. So me and Lara, we both did this just to document what would happen. And you know what happened was they just weaned themselves eventually, which was right up about 3 years. I know it's a long time, but it's not disgusting and sick. I mean, this is normal. It's just that where you live, I guess you've been brainwashed to think that it's not normal, but in general, actually, and according to the WHO, it's normal, it's healthy. There's really no reason to pull your 1 year old or 2 year old or even your 3 year old off the boob by force. But you know what really blows my mind, and like I said, I was quite shocked, is that attitudes haven't really changed that much. I thought that in the last 10 years things had improved because there seemed to be more awareness that breastfeeding is good, it's healthy, it's natural, it's the best thing you can do for your child. Like when you breastfeed, you give them part of your immune system. You give them antibodies, you boost their immune system. I mean, that's only one of the benefits. There's also, helping them to calm down, these kind of things. One of the reasons that even though I didn't actually enjoy physically the feeling of breastfeeding, I never did. It's a fact. But one reason I continued it was because my child was very hyperactive, and it was the only the only way I could get him to go down for a nap or for bed. And actually, he's 13 now, and it's still hard to put him to bed. But that was one of my reasons. But another reason is, like I said, immune system. Like, it's just so good for your kid. It's so healthy on so many different levels. And there is not a reason you have to stop early. You can keep going 2 or 3 years. It's okay. So, yeah, even if where you live, people don't think that. But that's just a lie. I think it was actually like something that the formula companies put in people's heads many years ago, like when I was a kid, that a little bit of breastfeeding is okay, but after that you should put them on formula. Actually, at the time they said it was better for them, which is not true. And there was all this cultural stuff, social pressure that, oh, what, they're still on your boob? Like, it's not civilized, but that's just all lies. Anyway, we did this thing, and yeah, I was shocked about the comments. I'll tell you what some of them were. Isn't he too big for breastfeeding? And he was 3 years old. Actually, no. He wasn't too big for breastfeeding. This woman is doing this for her needs, not the child. Get a cup. My need to put him to bed easily, I'll admit, it was easier. That's true. But my needs in general, I actually never liked it. Like I said, I never liked the feeling. I did it because I love him and I wanted what was best for him. I'm a granola parent, I guess you could say. I did a lot of natural things. Natural toilet training, co-sleeping, like the works, right? Attachment parenting. And actually, I'm very glad I did. I think it was very good for him. WTF, she must be getting her rocks off. That's just nasty. That is so sick. Like, that somebody, I guess in your sick, perverted mind, you see a boob and you think sex. And so you think that I would breastfeed my child because of some kind of getting my rocks off. That is just absolutely sick. I can't even believe. That's you. That's how your mind works. Is this for you? It's a damn sire not for talking kid. Pretty sick. Well, your grammar's pretty bad, but I did understand pretty sick. I disagree. It's not sick. It's not sick. It's actually very healthy. Too old, she no longer a baby. Well, that's the misconception that breastfeeding is only for babies, not for toddlers. And that's why I started this YouTube channel. Whew, I'll do a couple more. Feeding a child at this stage doesn't seem to be about the needed nourishment for when they are infants. It's now about the mother. You know, it's true. It's not so much about the nourishment. At 3 years old, they're eating solid food for sure. They're eating pretty much everything. But that's another misconception, that breastfeeding is just about food. Actually, as you continue to breastfeed, the nutritional value or quantity goes down and down and down. I mean, this is weaning. Weaning doesn't just happen like this. Naturally, weaning happens slowly. So they're getting less and less and less food from the breast. That's normal. So you're right. It's not about nourishment, but it is about the comfort that he gets. It's about the bonding. It's even about the jaw development. Wow, you should see my son's jaw and his teeth. I do not have to pay for orthodontics. Maybe the breastfeeding has something to do with it. It's also for his immune system and easier to put him to bed. Too old, 3 years old. No, not a baby. That's right. It's not a baby. Still not too old. Another comment too old. That's the same person. Good latch. Well, that was on a latching video. It was a good latch. He should be drinking out of a sippy cup. You know, he does. I mean, he did at the time. If you see him breastfeeding at bedtime or nap time, it doesn't mean that the rest of the time he drinks from my boob. It actually, at 3 years old, it was like a once a day thing, pretty much. At some point it went to twice, nap and bedtime, and then no longer the nap. He actually stopped napping and just bedtime. So he was drinking from a sippy cup. Absolutely. A supporter. I honestly see no problem with a 2-year-old being breastfed because breast milk is always best. It's true. Plus, please stop criticizing the mother because this was over 10 years ago, so he's about 13, so it doesn't matter now. Yeah, we're well beyond this. LMAO, 32 months. They don't want to say the real age. In their twisted minds, it makes them still seem to be a baby. No, that's not why I did that. I actually just did that for the sake of the chronology. 2 years plus 1 month. I mean, I guess I could have said that, but what's the difference, you know? He's too big to be breastfed. Laziness on the mom's part. This is absurd. Oh, I assure you, there's no room for laziness when you're the mother of a toddler. Anyway, you know, those were some of the comments I got. I guess it's just a few people, it's just a handful of people, but it goes to show that there's still people out there who just don't get it. Oh God, this one, shame on her. Breastfeeding at 32 months, comfort nursing. Shame on me for comforting my child by breastfeeding him, which is totally natural. Yeah, I don't think so. It's not the child wanting this, it's the mother with the problem. Go on, oh, you want milk, oh, you hurt your finger. Well, you know, sometimes you offer it to comfort them. And, I mean, I don't really see the problem with that. And actually, breast milk contains some pain-killing properties. So it makes sense, if your child has pain, it does make sense to comfort them with breast milk because it's actually going to help kill their pain. Breast milk contains all kinds of things like cannabinoids. So, I mean, that's the way God made it. So I don't see a problem. Anyhow, that's it. You know, long time I haven't been here. I thought I'd give you an update. And that's it. Bye.